Hi everyone, I'm Melissa. I'm the owner of the Max Challenge of Lacey, New Jersey, and I'm here to talk to you about Phase 1 nutrition. So first, congratulations to each and every person watching this. You made a huge step and we're so happy you're here. Trust me, you're gonna love it. It's gonna be amazing. If you have a packet, you can definitely reference this as I'm talking about it. And if you open up your packet to that first page, step 1 says the right foods. And everything in black on all that page, everything there are considered the right foods. You have the best, the better, and the good choices. And then the non-compliant choices in red, most of them are gonna be pretty obvious choices to stay away from, but there are some choices in there that surprised me as a member when I started, and possibly some of you as well. So you're looking at that protein category and pick what you like out of that. It doesn't mean if you don't like chicken that you have to eat chicken. You're gonna pick what foods you like in this category, anything from that best, better, and good choices. You'll see that we have like our protein powder is a part of that, and that's an amazing choice to participate in. There's turkey bacon and rotisserie chicken without the skin, right? Lots of great choices. And then the non-compliant choices that are pretty obvious, like fried chicken and porterhouse steaks and fatty cuts of beef and cold cuts and protein bars we want to avoid. Then if you look at the carb category, you want to consume carbs. Trust me, you're gonna need them. So we're gonna go through that best, better, and good choices there. So if you're looking like you have your brown rice, you have your quinoa, you have your sweet potato, there are bread products that we use. They're called Ezekiel products. You'll find them in the freezer section of your local store. You don't have to go to any specific food store for our foods. You can go to your average grocery store that you go to now. And then the things that are non-compliant in red in the carb category are really obvious. We have cakes and cookies and crackers and french fries and all those kinds of things we want to avoid. All right, we have healthy fats is another category we want to talk about. And here's where you're talking your oils, right? Your extra virgin olive oil, your avocado oil, your coconut oil, those are all really great choices. What you want to avoid in the oil category is anything processed, so your vegetable oil, your canola oil. What else is in here are all your nuts and your chia seeds. Those are considered fats. So your nuts, like your macadamia nuts or your peanuts, almonds, cashews, right? That's all gonna be in that fats category. And then your peanut butters and your almond butters, they're also there. What I want you to do when you go to that grocery store is look at the label. And for peanut butter, it has to say just peanuts. It can say salt, that's okay, but just peanuts is what we're looking for. And then if you can, definitely, absolutely get that organic brand. So you'll see if you look, the things that are non-compliant in red, it's your name brand peanut butter. So we're gonna stay away from those, and then your vegetable oil and your corn oil. All right, if you look at fruits, you'll notice that all the fruits are good. There are no red fruits because when your body is working at its potential, you're feeding it all the right things, any fruit is game. Yes, some fruits are higher in sugar than others, but your body's gonna be able to process that sugar, no problem, that healthy sugar, because it's a fruit. So you'll see best, better, good in those cases as well. Lastly, you have vegetables, and these are your detoxing and cleansing vegetables, so there's a lot more than here, but these we focus in on because we know that they're really good for you, especially if you've had a diet that consists of sugar, that you might get some headaches in the beginning, and these are gonna help fight that. So celery and cucumbers and all these really great vegetables, and they're best consumed raw or lightly steamed if you do like to cook them. All right, and then the last thing that really sets our program apart as far as our foods are concerned is that we don't consume dairy. And I'm gonna tell you, if you are a dairy lover, if you're a cheese lover, or you want it in your coffee, just give it a shot. Go away from it for the next 3 weeks. And then on your treat meal, which I'll talk about, on your treat meal, give it a try and see how you feel. There's a good chance that you are also, like myself, lactose intolerant, and you'll see when you do give it a shot. But when you do eliminate that dairy, it does have a really positive impact on your body, and you're gonna be very happy you did. So the first page is all about the right foods. If you turn the page to the next page, it's all about the right portions. So max portions, we use a container system. It's how much you can fit into this container. This is a 9.5 ounce container. And if you look at your packet, say you forgot what I'm saying, it's right there on the bottom of it, so you can check it out there. So for our protein category, grilled chicken, ground turkey, whatever it is you love, fill this container. And as long as you can put the top on, it counts as a 1 serving. Doesn't mean you have to consume the whole thing at once. It means that that is a 1 serving. So you can split it up if you'd like, if you want half and half with one meal and with the other, or you can have the whole thing at one sitting, that's up to you. So men get 3 of these a day filled with protein and 3 of these a day filled with carbs. Women, we get 2 of these filled with protein and 2 of carbs. So we're gonna use the container system for both our grilled chicken, ground turkey, whatever it is that we like protein-wise, and also we're gonna use it for our carbs, that brown rice, that quinoa, that sweet potato, whatever it is you love from that category. Now, there are exceptions on the right in your packet. So things that you don't have to put in here, you don't have to put your protein powder in here. We tell you that 1 scoop is 1/3 of a protein. So if that's the case, right, 1/3 of a protein, and then for a lunch you wanna do the other 2/3, you can eyeball it, it's okay. 2/3 up, it's about there, that's fine, okay? Extra protein is never a problem. And then there are some other exceptions. You don't have to ruin the Ezekiel bread, it's frozen. So if you tried to put it in here, you would break it, toast it up, and we tell you exactly the portions. 2 slices equals 1 carb. 1 English muffin equals 1 carb. And just check that out. Check out your packet in full. So that covers proteins and carbs, and we'll use this container for that. The next is fats, and it's a count. So you don't have to worry about a container at all for that. Each fat counts differently. So using your cheat sheet here, keep this kind of handy in the beginning while you're getting to know all your different foods. Women, we get 3 fats a day, and men, we get 4. I say we. You get 4 fats a day. And so, for example, cashews are 16 cashews equals 1 fat. So you could, yes, have 16 cashews at one time, but if you wanted to split it up within your day, you can always do about half. You could do 8 cashews at one time and have a half of a fat that way. Olive oil, right? 1 tablespoon equals a fat. Just looking at organic butter, at 1.25 tablespoons is a fat, right? So just knowing, checking it out, and you get really comfortable with this as time goes on. That safflower mayo, if you're a mayo fan, or your eggs, that's a good one to talk about. So 9 egg whites equals 1 protein. And then 3, here's the math fun, 3 yolks equals 1 fat. So here's what we could do. If you have 3 whole eggs, that keeps it really simple. 3 whole eggs, that means you have 1 fat and 1/3 of a protein, okay? Kind of like that scoop of the protein powder, same idea. The next thing is fruits. So like a whole apple, a whole banana, a whole orange, something like that counts as 1 fruit. But if you're having something like blueberries or watermelon, you're not having 1 blueberry and you're not having 1 watermelon as 1 fruit. That's ridiculous. So we're gonna use a dry cup for that, okay? So it's either eat the whole thing, if it's something reasonable, or you cut it up and put it into a cup, okay? And that equals 1 fruit, but you get 2 a day. Both men and women, we get 2 a day. The last thing is about our vegetables. And now this is a minimum. So you wanna fill up this is a 7-cup container. You wanna fill this up with vegetables and eat it throughout your day. So you have some choices here. You can have 1 huge salad, that's what I like to do. 1 huge salad and just make sure you're getting all your greens in, and any extra benefit from lunch or breakfast, I throw that in, that's super great. Or say you wanna split it up throughout the day. Say you love steamed broccoli, that's cool. Eat half of it at lunch and eat half of it at dinner. That's absolutely fine. And then the third thought is, say you have some vegetables with breakfast and some vegetables with lunch. If this is too big of a salad, keep in mind, turn it into a 5-cup salad and just make sure you're having a cup with breakfast and a cup with dinner. Now, to talk about the times, that's the next page if you're following along in your packet. So breakfast starts our day. So we're either working out on a fasting stomach, right? And then after that, you're going to, an hour later, begin your meal plan. Or you are starting, if say you work out later in the day, you're starting with breakfast, and then every 2 to 3 hours, you are having breakfast. Then 2 to 3 hours later, you're having a snack. Then 2 to 3 hours later, you're having lunch. Then 2 to 3 hours later, you're having your next snack. And then 2 to 3 hours later, you're having your dinner. So we do go for 5 small meals a day. Spread it out. Eat smaller meals, make it happen. But this doesn't just happen out of nowhere, right? Your fridge needs to be planned out. You need to know maybe, and everyone has their own way of doing this. Maybe it's just a piece of paper that says, or a chalkboard or something that says what you're going to eat and you have a plan. Maybe it's prepared already in containers, ready to go in your fridge, right? But your choice depends on it depends on you, right? And either way that works for you, we want you to be successful at this, you just have to plan. Working out, you wanna make sure that you don't eat an hour before your workout. And then on those cardio days, you wanna make sure that you wait at least an hour after your workout to eat your next meal. And here's why. Your body is still burning fat that hour after that cardio workout, and we don't wanna cut that short. So you do wanna wait that hour so that your body burns the fat that we already have and not what we're bringing in that new meal. Fruits, this is a big one. Fruits need to be eaten before noon every day. Yes, they're high in sugar, and that's why we wanna have them earlier. And then bedtime. Ideally, we are not eating at least 3 hours before you go to bed. All right, I just gave you a lot of information, so feel free to go back to that packet and kind of just like look through the whole thing again. I only have a little bit more to tell you about. The last two things I want to talk to you about is beverages. So we want to consume a lot of water. At least, in the minimum, you want half your body weight in ounces. So let's just use easy numbers as an example. If you weigh 100 pounds, 50 ounces of water each day. If you weigh 150 pounds, 75 ounces of water each day. All right, and then seltzer's okay, just make sure that the ingredients say carbonated water, natural flavors, and that's it. Coffee and tea are fine. You just have to make sure that you're not putting in any creamers. You want that unsweetened. Almond milk, vanilla is fine, or coconut milk. Anything that's unsweetened is a really great choice, and adding vanilla is totally fine. The last thing, that most important thing, is a treat meal. Every single week, one meal, not a weekend, not a day, one meal is anything you want from start to finish. From the moment you sit down until the moment you get up. You can have whatever you want. If you like beverages, if you like dessert, if you like appetizers, if you like a full cheesy cheeseburger, wings, pizza, whatever it is, yes, we have that. That's part of our program. And it is beneficial to you to actually consume it. Some people think by skipping it, they're gonna make more progress, and that's actually not true. The most progress you will make is by consuming that treat meal every single week. But the biggest thing you need to do, the second you get up from that meal, it's over, you're back on plan. And how to know the count part of that, on whatever day it is. If it's a Saturday, I recommend a Saturday. If it's a Saturday, you're going to deduct 1 protein, 1 carb, 1 fat, and 1 fruit from your plan. Everything else is game, and vegetables included. We need them back in on that meal, that other meal. All right? So I wish you all the best. This is going to be an incredible, incredible journey. This packet is an amazing resource for you, and I know that you're going to do incredible things. You just got to go for gold. I believe in you.